What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, we're back with a moody lighting situation. Nonetheless, we must cover the statement made by Devin Haney. And essentially, he's going out like Wilder. He's on his excuse gate. Here we go. First off, I want to say, Alhamdulillah. Allah is the perfect planner. Alhamdulillah. Allah is the perfect planner, and I trust his plan no matter what. Hey man, listen. I ain't a religious dude, yeah, but if I was, just from what I saw, there ain't no God on this earth, Devin. Yeah? Some people talk about, look at the babies in Africa starving, yeah? For me, that's not no objective test of whether there was a God. However, that whooping Ryan Garcia put on your ass, that was just wow. There's clearly no God. Because if there was, he'd have heard your cries. In fact, if there was, he'd have heard your mama and sister them, the female people them in your camp. 100%. If there was a God, are you telling me the God wouldn't have heard your mum, your sister, all your female people them crying? Get up! Get up! That went through my soul when I heard them cries for deliverance from the Lord himself. Yeah? Who else? Listen. Get up! Did a video on it. Go watch it on my channel. Yeah? Devin Haney, mum and sister, react to the whooping from Ryan Garcia. So, listen. Never mind perfect planner. You try. Listen. Fair play to Devin. This was a true test. Yeah? If there is a heaven, yeah, Devin Haney gonna make it there. Why? Because the scripture says those who have faith when there's absolutely no faith to be seen, right? Devin Haney, people stop. Devin Haney should have absolutely zipple faith that there's a God after what he went through. He been through it. Same as Floyd. Look at Floyd's situation, yeah? The way Floyd caught up now. Floyd between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, his booty hole and his freedom. That's what Floyd's faced with. Do I give up my booty hole to the zesty Saudi Dubai prince, or do I forgive my freedom? Yeah? That's what Floyd going through. So Devin Haney and Floyd Mayweather find themselves in a very similar situation. Yeah? They going through it 100%. And there's no God in sight. Not even God can save Floyd Mayweather booty hole, from what I'm hearing. Them Dubai cats, they want it. They want it. They don't want them, Floyd. They don't want the money back. They want your ass. That's what they want. And you ain't going nowhere until they get it. So Floyd, he can be there for a minute, but ultimately he will relent. And you'll see Floyd will come back a broken man. He'll come back and he won't make eye contact with no one. He'll be like, just know he been got. That's what happens to them sisters in jail. Them Donnies who come to jail, yeah, and they get turned out. They can't look at the people in the eye no more. They're like this. They're like this. It's broken. Shells of a man. That's what Floyd fixing to go through, for sure. Anyway, back to this bars from Devin Haney. Sorry, Devin Haney. I came up short, but this is boxing. And if anyone knows me, they know that I am a true competitor and always wanted to test my skills against the best fighters in the world. Ryan, despite the circumstances, was victorious. And that night, and that's fine. I do feel like weight played a role in it, but only Allah knows. Listen, people get way too spiritual with this one here. Yeah? Listen, Dev. Listen, Devin. Yeah, is that okay? Can I address you like that, Devin? Yeah, I don't want to call you outside of your name. I don't want to call you Devin no more. Your name Devin. Yeah? Let me talk to you on that. Can I call you that? Is that alright? On a one-to-one basis here? Are we on... Listen, Devin. Are we on first name basis? Yeah? Yeah? 100%. Shall I call you Devin? Can I? Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that respect. You can call me Miles. I'm Miles. You're Devin. 100%. Yeah? DIDDYVIN. Yeah? You lost the Dev. There's no more Dev in there. There's no more D in there, rather. It's just Diddy. Yeah? That's your first name. Because that's how you looked. You got left looking. No Diddy, 100%. On your knees and shit. Trying to blow dude. Grabbing dude's ankles. Like you posted up in the pen. Holding some Donny's pocket. Frank Warren. No Frank Warren. 100%. Anyway, where was I? I came up short. But this is boxing, and if anyone knows me, they will know I am a true competitor. And blah blah. Ryan, despite the circumstances, was victorious, and that night, and that's fine. I do feel like weight played a role in it, but only Allah knows. He don't know nothing. Got nothing to do with him. Yeah. Although Devin Haney may be perceiving this whooping to be a, what would you call it? Not a godly. Well, I guess you could call it a spiritual whooping. Yeah. Ryan Garcia whooped it was a holy whooping. Amy Winehouse has a song, Holy War. That's what it was like. Yeah. Ryan Garcia rained down a holy war in your house. So I ain't trying to sit and hate why you so spiritual now. When you got, it's a bit like people who survive near death experiences. Yeah, it opens up their whole bit like, whoa. Like, oh damn. Yeah, so that's what Devin going through right now. He's going through an existential crisis. Like, oh my god, this is a universal whooping. God must have had a role in this, because no man could do this to me. What Ryan did to him. Had him falling around the place, not wanting to fight. After all, I've done videos on it. Yeah, we've all seen Devin Haney inspiring with some bums. All of Devin Haney's cornball team. They doing the most. Ooh, Dev got him. Ooh, Dev. Ooh, no holding. Yeah, when Devin Haney's teeing off on bums and sparring, his team are telling people don't hold. Yeah? So, you best believe it. I ain't even sure how that's relevant, but the point is, there's no God here. Just a good old whooping. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everything has, these times we find ourselves in, 2024, everyone think there's got to be something else to it. No, you just got whooped. Yeah? There was no plan. There was no spiritual element. You got your booty tore up. Again, pause. No Diddy on this one. This one was no Diddy, but the other one was. The party you was doing with your shirt off was Diddy. This one was no Diddy. This was Ryan Garcia. He tore the ass up. You're lucky it's your birthday, 100%. He put you on your Trey songs. Yeah, 100%. The neighbours, they know Devin name. Or they know Ryan Garcia name because Devin Haney, what he was calling it. Get up! Your peoples was calling it too. Get up! I shouldn't laugh. I'm not laughing. Like, YB, you've never been in the ring. I ain't saying I have. Yeah? But if I did go in the ring and my female peoples was crying out like that, I'd have to address it. I'd say it was despicable for me to have the women in my family go through that, to put them through that, especially when Ryan Garcia told me, leave the females and the children at home. He told him that. He ain't listen. He thought there's something sweet. We all thought there was something sweet. Obviously, you got all these Ryan Garcia, Johnny come lateless now. Everyone knew it would happen. No one knew it would happen. The odds say that. 85% of the punters, 85% of people who put their money where their mouth is didn't see this coming. Bottom line. Yeah? And that really links into the next point about the weight. And Eddie Hearn made a good point. Eddie Hearn aired out Devin and said, listen, Devin, once a fight is renegotiated, that's where it starts and ends. And Devin Haney would have been well within his right, yeah. And I'd have backed him on this. Ethically speaking, if Devin Haney had come out and said, listen, Ryan, you ain't made the weight, we're not fighting, I'd have respected that. Because at the end of the day, do what you say on the tin. Agree to it. Bottom line. Or if Ryan couldn't make 143, he should have said that days before. Hey, I'm struggling, 143 is the new weight. At least it's fair then. No one, you can't sit here and say Ryan Garcia won a fair fight. He didn't. He did come in overweight. Bottom line. Would it have made the difference? I don't think so, but here we are. The problem is, Devin and his team, they weren't with that. Like the rest of us, we thought it don't matter he weighed £3 more. It's still going to be Ryan Garcia's pretty looking ass. And it wasn't. Oops. You rolled the dice. You thought there was something sweet, and you wound up missing somewhere. That's what happened. Nothing to do with the weight though. That makes sense. You still thought it don't matter, he's sweet. And to be quite frank, Devin Haney, he had to come to 140 because otherwise he'd have been stripped. This wasn't a kind of unsanctioned fight, if that makes sense. I'm not sure, but if you're a champion, like a Canelo for example, if you're like Canelo, you can fight someone at a catch weight and then still keep your belts. If it's, what do they call it? Not mandatory. If it's, not vocational. You got mandatories and you've got voluntaries. If it's a voluntary, you can have a catch weight fight as a voluntary. Which this Ryan Garcia fight could have been a voluntary. There was no reason for it to be a big fight. And knowing the WBC, if Devin Haney had picked the blower up and said, hey, Mauricio, Ryan Garcia's not weighed in properly, let's do it at 143 and not have the belt on the line, that's what they'd done. So Devin Haney wouldn't have been stripped if it was a voluntary with a catch weight. Instead, his team, I guess the problem is it was too late by then. Yeah, Devin Haney was already 140. But people are telling me, I've heard that, oh, well, Devin Haney knew they were struggling in camp. Well, if you knew, you should have put the offer in. Hey, man, we'll meet you at 143. Or, there's no downside there. Devin Haney's team should have, the minute they heard he's struggling, they should have said, listen, Ryan, I want you to know now, this fight will not be happening unless you weigh in 140. Yeah? In fact, they should have done that days before. Hey, Ryan, we know you're planning to play some goofy games. We want you to know this, yeah? If you don't weigh in, there won't be no fight. If you don't weigh in 140, there won't be no fight. Unless you tell us beforehand and we agree at a catch weight and you pay me some coin for doing so. And we make this fight voluntary. That's what should have been in place. Clear lines. We fight at 140 together, or we fight at, or bottom line, we fight at a given weight together. Yeah, that could have been in the contract. You know what Ryan Garcia like. He'd been saying things like this, I don't give a F about the rules, I'm going to weigh in whatever I want. You thought it was funny. I thought it was funny too, I didn't think it mattered. Oops. End of the day, it worked my backside on the line, and it was yours. You're a grown-ass man, you got grown-ass street people around you, like Bill Haney, allegedly. And he got played, so it's one of them. Suck it up. Yeah, you can't blame the weight now. Because you would have been, none of us would have been blaming the weight. And to be quite frank, yeah, like, Ryan Garcia didn't actually look that good. Take the knockdowns out, he lost round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 rounds on the trot, I had him losing. Take out the knockdowns, he lost the fight. That doesn't matter now, but Ryan Garcia spent probably 75% of that fight inactive. If Devin Haney had to come in there, yeah, and did what he's supposed to do, which is bore everyone to tears, jab, pull back, jab, jab, pull back. That's what he's known for. Devin Haney couldn't even tee off on Kambosos. Devin Haney went in there with a tight butt crease against Kambosos the first time. Super tight. Jab, boop, and then dance off. For some reason he thought there was something suited for Ryan Garcia. Something sweeter than Kambosos, which is ridiculous. And now he's sick. Now you're sorry for yourself. All sorry looking. Oh, it was too... The weight was... No. We ain't doing all that right now. That's what we're not going to do. Anyway... I would love to run it back and give the fans a fair fight with an agreed weight. Now you want an agreed weight. Yeah? Now it's too late. And I think Ryan Garcia said he ain't going to give Devin Haney a rematch. I don't necessarily like that. I think Ryan Garcia's clearly the A-side. I think he was the A-side in the first fight. I think he got 55% in the first fight. So Ryan Garcia could pull up and say, I want 75% and the weight. You pick a weight. I want 145 or whatever. F the belt. And that's what Devin Haney's asking for, and I do think that should happen. I've never been into this whole game of beating someone and then running off. I think in big fights, there should be rematches. Almost every time. Give the guy a chance to show himself. After all, who else are you going to fight? Now, all due respect, Ryan Garcia could fight some bad dudes, so I'm not so worried about that. But normally what happens is, people avoid a big fight, and then they go and fight a bum. So if given a choice between a Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia rematch, which we know will be electric, and then some random outcome like... For example, they're talking about Devin Haney versus his mandatory, who's a boxer. I forgot his name now. He beat, in my opinion, who did he beat? Teofimo Lopez. That guy. A Spanish dude. Can't punch a lick, but he can box. Given the choice, I'd rather watch Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I want to see, can Devin come back? And the blueprint's there, to be quite frank. Yeah? If Devin had stayed on his job, yeah, if Devin had some real training, that right hand should be stuck. I'd have Devin Haney doing drills with a small little ping pong ball just on his head there. Do you know what I'm saying? Not even for Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia 2. I would literally forget about the right hand. If I was Devin Haney, I'd have that right hand so tight to my like this. If you pick your head up, it'd be like that. Yeah, Devin Haney need to stay on the phone for 36 minutes and just pop the jab, jab, roll, jab, 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 roll. That's all we need to do. Yeah, Devin Haney, his jab, which is normally his basis, was gone, non-existent. There was no double. Devin Haney is the guy who feints. He feints. He jabs. He double jabs. He triple jabs. His move changing levels. This fight, he was like the occasional jab, and I didn't see no feints. No feints at all. And I actually don't believe Ryan Garcia was in great shape. I think his strategy and his ability to kind of negotiate the fight was sublime. But I don't think he had that much cardio in him, because he didn't do much. He didn't have to do much, but he wasn't active. He had spurts, and that's all he needed as it happened. But on paper, when you look at that fight, who could have take out the not lucky, but you know what I mean, take out the unusual events, and Devin was winning that fight. So the blueprint's there. Devin needs to know himself. Devin needs to know, I can't punch. Yeah, don't get gassed off the pro grade fight. You can't punch and you got no chin. And people who can't punch and have got no chin, all they can do is jab and grab, which is what he's been doing, right? Look at Klitschko could punch to some extent, but he no chin. Jab and grab, well known, well renowned strategy. Devin Haney, he even chinnier than Vlad. Yeah, Devin Haney, he got even less power than Vlad. Jab and grab is what you do. Yeah, because even when you get beat up, you're still grabbing. So you might as well. That's not going nowhere. Yeah, Devin Haney can win a fight and be grabbing. So you best believe when he loses, he can be grabbing. So jab and grab is your thing. That is your niche. That is the only thing you're potentially world class at. Nothing else. That's what we know now. You can't squabble. You are not elite at squabbling. You are not elite chin. You are not elite power. You are elite at jabbing someone and boring everyone's tears for 12 rounds. That's you now, for sure. Anyway, with that being said, I'm currently enjoying time with family and friends, as well as making up my days of Ramadan. Thank you to all my supporters and everyone involved in making this event happen. After I finish making up my days of Ramadan, I'll tell you guys what's next. I appreciate everyone that has reached out. I am overwhelmed with love. I'll be back better than ever. Inshallah. Thank you, Oscar, Golden Boy, Eddie Hearn, and all the Matchroom. Okay, so yeah, that's my bars there. It's still early days. Let's see how it plays out. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. No doubt about it. People stop it.